How satisfying is it to be presenting the last night of a franchise you've been working on for so long?
How satisfying is it?
To present it to the world.
Yeah, it's satisfying. It's a little scary too, but it's fun.
Like many others, I was on the Transformers hate train for the longest time. It's difficult to find a franchise that has been mocked and criticized as the Transformers series. So, naturally, when the fifth installment was announced, people around the world collectively rolled their eyes and dismissed it as another disposable piece of cinematic trash. But I'm here to tell you that not only does Transformers: The Last Knight distinguish itself from the rest of the series, it may be in fact one of the greatest films ever made. It seems that people made up their minds about this movie before they watched it. The Last Knight, against all odds, had to not only stand on its own as a good movie, but prove those naysayers wrong. Alas, everyone went into the film wanting to hate it. Critics and audiences almost unanimously agreed that it was more of the same, that it was time for the franchise to end. But let me ask you a question. Did they have these opinions after they watched the film, or before? I'll let you decide. After reading many of these so-called reviews, I've realized that a lot of the critiques and problems people have with this film are its excessive length, kinetic editing, juvenile humor, lack of coherent plot, no likable characters, a rushed conclusion. These aren't critiques, these are nitpicks. Anyone can pick apart a film. It makes me wonder why these critics watch movies if they try and find fault with every little element. I saw this movie with my friend. He said that the film gave him a headache. I looked him straight in the eye and said, "Stop nitpicking. Why can't you just enjoy the film?" He thought about it for a second and told me I was right. Most people go to the movies as a form of escapism. The beauty of Transformers: The Last Knight is that yes, you can watch it and enjoy it as a visual spectacle of amazing action and visual effects. But if you dig a little deeper, you see that there is indeed more than meets the eye. This film deals with heavy, timeless themes such as sacrifice, good versus evil, friendship, loyalty, love, honor, and family. These are all topics that define the human condition and that any man, woman, or child can relate to. This film spoke to me on a personal level. The last line of the movie is Optimus Prime telling all the Autobots that it was time to come home. I realized that I hadn't told my family that I loved them in a long time, so I drove home and paid them a visit, and we had dinner together. It was one of the most meaningful experiences of my life, and it was all thanks to the brilliance of this movie. 10 or 15 years from now, people will look back on this film and realize how wrong they were. That maybe, in fact, Transformers: The Last Knight is an unprecedented cinematic achievement that can unite us all as a human race. Maybe then, Optimus Prime himself, with open arms, will tell us that it's time to come home.